guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Let's go now. Blue ready. That boy got 4.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Jameis to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He will have a first down here at about the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Winston now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a handoff here to his running back. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Webb now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Adams has it, complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. In motion is Strong. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw, Winston. Gets it to Strong. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again with Winston. Muscling free near the 40. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go now.
Here's Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
From the red zone now, Winston. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Second down following the incompletion.
Set. Green
play action. It's Webb. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Webb. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, Webb. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Buying time to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb, left side here to Sanders. Still fighting. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Now Webb. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Webb to throw. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. First and goal, Bush. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ready. You ready?
They run again with Hunt, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready. You ready?
Now Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Green.
Now a first down throw. Webb. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down, Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Hunt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. Well, the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The final shot before break. Webb into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it.
And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, it's Webb. Now they go screen. It's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Jameis on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Winston firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Janovich, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. And Wilson has it. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try the right side with Bush. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's got his man Sharp complete. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Following the interception, Winston. will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
To throw is Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They run for it with Hunt, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. first down. They stick with Bush. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Webb. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green, 39, Philly, here we go.
Back to the air on second down. Webb, he's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Bush on third down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, and now he look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. They'll go again with Bush. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And coming out now, the Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jameis to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now a second down throw for Winston. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here's Winston. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. Accelerating, and off he goes. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Webb now. Escaping the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Davis Webb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Winston now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Winston. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Mike Daniels able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Play clock winding down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And that That one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Winston again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, you know, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.